So last night we did a little bit of night hiking just to get more distance where it's a little bit cooler out. And we are packing up at 4 a.m. to be able to get some more miles in before it gets hot. We've not had much sleep the last few days.
No.
It's been kind of miserable. Ready for your first morning.
Last night was rough.
Yeah. Yeah. And all of our clothes are still damp.
Moist.
So moist. Earlier when we were getting water, Emma was bent over and this brown object was running at her. She got scared, started screaming. What did it end up being?
It was a deer. It was just a big brown thing coming at me.
I think those are yucca in bloom. Not well versed on my desert plants though. But I've been seeing a bunch of them today. Look really pretty. I'm trying to run from the sun all morning, trying to stay in the shade, but it finally hit us. And I'm definitely noticing that I don't have my sun umbrella. I gave it to Scrug so he could have shade on his way back, but ooh, that thing was nice. I heard from her mom that she is going to be picking up Dirty Duck and Scrug from Walker Pass. That they have each other's numbers and they have that all arranged. So I'm glad that they are safe, and they should be picked up right now actually, but I don't have service to confirm. But I'm glad they're doing okay. Speaking of doing okay,
I took a tumble as we were talking about falling down the cliff. I fell over a stupid rock and twisted my ankle.
poor ankle.
It's doing okay, honestly.
Yeah.
We'll see how it is later.
Yeah, we're gonna see about soaking that in the creek when we get down to the bottom of this mountain.
I want to soak my entire soul.
Yeah, I mean if it's nice, I think I remember it being nice. I kind of just want to lay in the water.
That sounds good.
It's another really hot day out.
4 more miles to that, 4.5 miles to that.
I think it's less than. It was like 3.9.
3.9? Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's gotta be less. It's gotta be like 3 miles now.
3 miles now.
Yeah.
Yay!
So far we've only seen one person since starting. Kind of near Walker Pass. I'm heading southbound to Walker Pass. But no one else. It's just been us. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure why. I kind of figured we'd see more people out here, but we are kind of like late in the season right now for this. But still, keep walking through areas that are burnt, which in 2019 that there weren't. It's mostly the lower halves of the trees, and a lot of them are still green on the top. These ones aren't so bad, but behind us, a lot of them were quite charred. It just hit 106 degrees. Oh man. We're staying hydrated though. We're staying safe. There's a bit of a breeze, so it doesn't feel as bad. And we're not that far from water right now. Chimney Creek, and the first thing that we did, we just hopped in with our clothes on and just like cooled off in the water because both of us were really overheating and it felt so good. Probably be back there, but we're going to the campground that's 0.2 up the road. It's like campground loosely. It's not like services there or anything like that, but I remember there being picnic tables there, and that sounds great. But after being in the water and filtering more water, I feel so much better. Right?
Huh?
Do you feel better?
Yeah.
We are taking a break at the campground and rehydrating some food. I dehydrated this lemony lentil salad. Have not had this yet. I'm excited. Got pumpkin cheesecake is rehydrating.
Oh, you don't want to see this.
I want to see that.
No, you don't. Okay, it's
That's
by
nice.
the same cookbook from that one, but it tastes really good, okay? But it looks like absolute diarrhea.
Let's see it.
I regret putting it in a clear bag.
What is it?
This is the chorizo bean stew, and it's really, really tasty.
Nice.
I added extra spiciness to it, and if it's soupy, I'm gonna add some cocaine. No, I'm gonna add some mashed potatoes.
Wait, that's mashed potatoes?
Yeah.
in a little tiny thing.
Yeah, I told you it was like 3 teaspoons.
Oh,
or 3 tablespoons fills up this whole jar when it's
wow.
ready. So I made little packets a little bit bigger than this one. I marked the plain ones with an X for this situation.
Interesting.
But I made all sorts of different flavors.
Huh. All right, this is the pumpkin cheesecake by Packet Gourmet, and it tastes really good. It looks kind of gross in the bag, but it's cheesecake. They did it. The lentil salad is pretty good. The vegetables aren't all fully rehydrated, even though we waited for like 30-ish minutes, but it's still pretty tasty. What about yours?
I'm so happy right now. I added mashed potatoes to it, so now it's like a thick consistency. It's thick diarrhea, but it's so tasty and very spicy. Which is nice.
A bit too spicy for me though. Maybe I'd try making it without the spice. This creek here is like the best little river oasis. It's so cold and perfect. It's like really tucked in, but Emma and I just kind of hung out in the water there for a while to cool off. But time to go filter some water before heading out for the night because it's starting to get close to dark. There's a little pond back in there underneath that tree. You can see its spots. It's just kind of laying low, trying to hide from us. Day has been pretty rough. We didn't get much sleep in the campground back there because the black flies are really miserable and the heat was pretty bad. There's a lot of problems with sap falling on us and a lot of things got really sticky. So we really didn't sleep like we wanted to. And now we're extremely sleep deprived. We're exhausted and sleepy. I read some GutHook comments wrong when I was pretty out of it from the heat and assumed that that's where we're going to camp, but there were no campsites there. So we're hiking an extra 1.7 mile to the top of this mountain where there are campsites. But the one good thing about this right now is that we're seeing a lot of wildlife. We saw a fawn, we saw several owls, I'm assuming they're kangaroo mice, a snake, different insects. I mean, the desert really is coming to life at night when it's cooler out and we're finally getting a breeze. Temperature's finally dropping. It feels a lot nicer now, but gosh, are we tired. Also, I took a break and sat down on the side of the trail and a bunch of these like thread-like needles got all over my butt, my hand, and my arm. And I mean, I have no idea what that is, but I'm assuming it's some kind of cactus. They're like super thin, like almost transparent, but they'll just stab you. It was not a fun time.